From approximately 1300 to 1600, there was a rebirth in classical values beginning in Florence, Italy. The ideals of Greek and Roman culture re-emerged to create a new mindset across Europe. New styles of writing, art, and architecture came to light. Humanism, bringing value to the importance of mankind, also came about during the Renaissance. But in Italy, where this movement began, one family reigned supreme. The Borgias gained their power through corruption, murder, nepotism, and a dark reputation. The father and head of this family, Rodrigo Borgia, became the pope known as Alexander VI in 1492. Although popes and church officials were supposed to remain celibate, Pope Alexander VI had 12 bastard children, the two most famous or infamous of whom were Cesare and Lucrezia Borgia.
One fact about Lucrezia Borgia, often overlooked by history, is that she was very well educated. She was fluent in Greek, Latin, Italian, and French, and she was tutored by many private tutors over the years.
Cesare Borgia was the ruthless commander of the papal armies, as well as the muse for Machiavelli's The Prince. Cesare, ironically, is also the inspiration for the modern-day depictions of Jesus. His sister, however, was rumored to be completely unholy in nature. It all began when Lucrezia's father, Alexander VI, married her off to Giovanni Sforza at the age of 13. It is rumored that Alexander himself viewed the consummation of this marriage. Sforza was a cruel and even abusive husband, and when Cesare heard of this abuse, he abducted his sister and threatened to break Sforza's legs if he ever laid hands on Lucrezia again. This caused rumors of incest between the two siblings to arise. When the political alliance with Sforza was no longer useful, Alexander VI annulled the marriage, tainting Lucrezia's reputation and leading to horrendous false accusations, including incest with both her own father and brother. Around this time, Lucrezia's brother Juan's body floats up in the Tiber River, stabbed over 40 times. Cesare was accused of committing this murder, but was never punished for it. After this incident, and less than a year after the annulment of her previous marriage, Lucrezia was betrothed to Alfonso Aragon, Prince of Naples. This relationship was a much more healthy one, and Lucrezia and Alfonso loved each other.
Lucrezia's life was filled with unnecessary drama. For example, her husband, Alfonso of Aragon, was forced to run away after Cesare married a French princess due to the intense hatred between France and Naples. He feared that he may be assassinated, so he fled to the countryside of Italy to a town called Spoleto. Lucrezia did not go with him because she was pregnant, but she begged her father to send a detachment of his papal guards, and she ended up traveling with them and then up with Alfonso in the countryside. And there she had her first child, Rodrigo of Aragon, whom she cared for very much up until he was confiscated from her before her third marriage.
The man most widely accused of killing Alfonso of Aragon was Cesare Borgia, who didn't deny these accusations. Alfonso was stabbed in the head, arm, and leg by one of Cesare's henchmen.
Hey, how's it going?
He was expected to die during the night, but made a miraculous recovery. A few days later, he was strangled to death by a man with strong connections to Cesare Borgia.
Lucrezia is devastated at the loss of her lover, but remained in denial about the guilt of her brother. Alexander VI promptly begins to search for another companion for his daughter, and Alfonso d'Este fits the bill perfectly.
Before Lucrezia's betrothal to Alfonso d'Este, her third husband, many rumors were being spread about the Borgias and how they were a terrible, evil, corrupt family, and especially Lucrezia and her manipulative personality. So the d'Este sent a spy in order to validate Lucrezia's personality and make sure that she would be a good match for Alfonso d'Este. There are many reports that this spy may have been bribed, blackmailed, or charmed into giving a report that Lucrezia was a pleasant, intelligent individual. Or Lucrezia may have just actually been an intelligent, pleasant individual.
However, due to family rivalries, Alexander is forced to blackmail Deste into marrying Lucrezia and giving the Deste a luxurious dowry. This results in a loveless marriage in which she must give up her only son, Rodrigo.
Lucrezia, you have to give up Rodrigo.
No, father.
Lucrezia begins a secret affair with Pietro Bembo, a court poet. She continues to write her father, and he plans to visit her shortly, but Alexander dies of a mysterious illness before he can carry out his visit. Lucrezia and Alfonso no longer have to obey the demands of her overbearing father. However, Alfonso chooses not to divorce her due to her loyalty and faithfulness to him. Their marriage lasts 17 years, and together they have 6 children.
Lucrezia was also known for being an excellent mother. She took a very active role in her children's education, up until the point where Rodrigo, the son of her second husband, was confiscated from her, and many of her children with her third husband passed away at an early age.
Lucrezia is an excellent mother until her death, during childbirth, at the age of 39. Alfonso collapses at her funeral, stating that she was a dear and sweet companion.
Go.
It's been rumored that Lucrezia Borgia wore a poisoned ring that she used to kill anybody she deemed fit to die, whether that be ex-lovers or political enemies. It's been said that the ring either had a needle at the bottom of it that she used to inject the poison through the skin.
Hey, Lucrezia.
Hey, political enemy!
Oh.
Or that it had a capsule at the top that she used to pour poison into drinks. Here, I brought thou a drink.
Thanks, Lucrezia.
You're welcome.
Despite Lucrezia's involvement in many rumors and scandals, Lucrezia presents an ideal Renaissance woman due to her incredible power, riches, and beauty.